Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to start second video of our Azure AI Fundamentals hands-on series. In the second video, we'll be learning or exploring computer vision. So I've opened this in a new tab, exploring computer vision. To explore computer vision services from Azure, we need Azure subscription with administrative privilege. So I have already created one trial account for Azure and we'll be using that one. And I'll be using trial Azure subscription for which I have the administrative access. Now the computer vision service uses pre-trained machine learning models to analyze images and extract information about them. For example, suppose the fictitious retailer Northwind Traders has decided to implement a smart store in which AI services monitor the store to identify customers requiring the assistance and direct employees to help them by using the computer vision service. Images taken by cameras throughout the store can be analyzed to provide meaningful description of what they depict. In this lab, you'll use a simple command line application to see the computer vision service in action. The same principles and functionality apply in real-world situations such as websites or phone apps. Create an Azure AI resource. In this section, we'll be creating an Azure AI service resource. You can use the computer vision service by creating either a computer vision resource or an Azure AI service resource. If you haven't done already so, create an Azure AI resource in your Azure subscription. First, you need to open Azure portal. Let me open this here. And then click on create resource and search for the Azure AI service. Select create and you will be taken to a page to create an Azure AI service resource. Configure it with the following settings. So let me sign in, and once your Azure portal is open, you search for Azure AI services. Here, Azure AI services. Click here, and these are Azure AI services. OpenAI account, cognitive search, computer vision, face API, custom vision. There are so many other services available. We need to clean, we need to create computer vision resource. So let's click here and we are presented with this page. Let me keep these side by side. We'll select resource group. I'll select the same resource group I have created for earlier. Next, select create an Azure AI services. You'll be taken to a page. So I'm into that page. I've selected my Azure subscription and then resource group. Okay. So let me create a new resource group here for computer vision. So Azure computer vision, and I'll append RG. So resource group Azure computer vision. Okay. So that should be my new resource group. Then region, I'll select as is East US. I'll keep it as is. Then computer vision. Then I have to give computer vision resource name. Computer vision resource 2023. Okay. So this is available. Now the pricing tier, I'll select standard S1 as per this hands-on. And then by checking this box, I acknowledge that I have read and understood all the terms and conditions. So we have to check this box for terms and condition. Okay. Now review and create. So this is my free trial subscription. This is my resource group name. This is my region where I'll be creating this computer vision resource. This is the computer vision resource name, and this is the pricing tier, 10 calls per second. Okay, so that's the standard tier is providing. Now I'll click create, and it is going to create a computer vision resource for me. Let's click on submitting deployment and monitor it until it's created. So deployment process is going on. We'll stop here until it's created, and then we'll continue. Here we can see the resource is created. Let's click on go to resource, and now we are into the computer vision resource. So here we can see the resource group name, region, subscription, and the computer vision API. Okay, and this is the endpoint. Okay, and here we have click here to manage the key. If you click this, it will take you to keys and endpoints. Okay, and here we'll have endpoint URL and the key which will be required to work with the computer vision API. Okay, now we'll keep it open here, and let me duplicate this tab. Okay, and this tab will run the Cloud Shell. Okay, so what we have to do to test the capabilities of computer vision service, we'll use a simple command line application that runs in the Cloud Shell on Azure. Okay, in the Azure portal, select Cloud Shell button at the top of the page to open Azure Cloud Shell, and we have to select PowerShell and not Bash. Okay, so let me go to the tab, click on this shell icon, and here we are connected to Bash shell. Instead, I'll switch to PowerShell. I'll confirm this. Okay, and now I'm into PowerShell. So now PowerShell is open. Okay, and it's starting. Next, we have to configure and run a client application. So we have to basically clone a code repository where this client application code is hosted. We'll clone this and then open the Visual Studio Code by running code space dot, and it will open Visual Studio Code. So first let me clone this repository. I'll just paste it and enter, and it's cloning that code repository. It's up to 1920 MB file. Now it's cloned. Let me do ls to list the directories, and here we can see AI 900. Okay, let's do code space full stop to open Visual Studio Code, and here we can see all the codes here. Next, in the file span on the left span, let me just keep it in a full screen mode. Now in the Visual Studio Code, what we have to open is analyze image.ps1. Okay, that's the PowerShell script to analyze an image. So we'll open this one, analyze image.PowerShell script. We have to place key and the endpoint. We can take these two values from .environment file, but for the time being, we'll be just hard coding those values here. Okay, so let me copy this key, paste it here. Also, let me copy the endpoint and let me paste it here. And I'll click Controls S to save. Okay, now the file is saved. Okay, once we have added our endpoint and the keys, we have saved this file as well. Next, the sample client application will use your computer vision service to analyze the following image taken by camera in the Northwind Traders store. So the image is placed to this directory. Okay, so under AI 900 we have analyzed image, PowerShell script, and we have to pass this image so that it could analyze this. So we are going to run this command in the PowerShell. Okay, copy this, change directory to AI 900, and then analyze image PowerShell script, and then store camera 1.jpg. Now let's enter. It's analyzing the image, and let's see the output here. Software analysis, we can see it's showing a woman showing her phone to a child. Of course, that is the case here in this image. And object in this image is a cell phone, two persons, right, and a room. Okay, and then tags relevant to this image is text, person, woman, store, and shop. So that those are kind of labels to the image or captions to the image. So after reviewing the results of the image analysis, we can see the suggested captions that describe the image, a list of objects identified in the image, and a list of tags that are relevant to the image. Now let's try another image. This time you'll give show camera to image to this PowerShell script to analyze it. So just change this to second image, and again now a woman holding a shopping cart in a grocery store. Yes, that is the case in this image, and we can see the object detected is person, and then relevant to this image is text, person, woman, marketplace, and shop. Next, let's run it for the third image. In the third image we can see a person pushing a shopping cart. Yes, that is the case. Then we have a person and a supermarket store. The relevant tags for this image could be text, marketplace, person, scene, produce, and shop. So products and shop. Okay, so we can see now how this code written in PowerShell script is able to analyze the images using the computer vision cognitive services hosted on Azure, right? So computer vision API that we are using, and it's calling underlying computer vision models, okay, to analyze our image and give us back what is the detected uh, objects are there in the image along with some tags or captions. Okay, so that's how computer vision service works in Azure AI. We can replicate the same scenario or computer vision application to a web application or mobile application as well. So that's all for now in this video. Okay, thank you for watching, and subscribe to my channel, and click on the bell icon and keep the notification on so that once I will post the new videos, you'll get the notification. Thank you. Bye bye.